So welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and I'm really excited. Big box arrived this week. Yeah, another Kickstarter. Now I mentioned this one before, I think, in passing, but I bought into Andy Hobday from Footsore Games. He did a Kickstarter for Baron Wars. That's his particular passion, I think, in terms of period of history. But for those who don't know, the Baron Wars were, well, maybe I'd call it the first English Civil War. It took place in the 13th century, early 13th centuries, between a load of rebellious barons and evil King John. You have to say evil King John, don't you? You'll know about it because it resulted in the Magna Carta, because the barons managed to basically beat the king, hold him to ransom effectively, and make him sign the Magna Carta, which, funny enough, we were away last weekend in Salisbury, and they have a copy of the Magna Carta there. There we go. It's almost spooky how it all comes together. So anyway, when I a few days after we got back from Salisbury, this box was sitting on my front step. Which I wish BT would actually. There's a big bloody boot box, not about 5 meters, not even that, from my front door. You'd think post people would actually put the boxes in that box so that they're safe rather than leave them on the front step. But anyway, luckily it seems to have come to no harm, although it's a bit battered as a box. But let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. No, I'm not going to sing, honest. Well, no more anyway. So I know I've got far too many figures and I spend far too much money on this hobby. And genuinely, this is it's going to be my last big purchase. I have got another big Kickstarter coming at some point next year, probably. But otherwise, I'm out. I've done as much as I really need now for some considerable time. But I haven't really got a rule set for these yet. But they're just such damn nice figures. I just had to get them. And you know, I had the money. Screw it, I thought. Oh, there's nothing in there that I need to worry about. That's good. So I went for one of everything, plus 3 more packs of Spearmen and a couple of the special decal sets that he did with it. Going to rather a lot of money. Don't tell the wife. So let's have a look, shall we? So there we go. There's the Baron Wars. Thank you. So a huge thank you from Paul Hicks and Andy Hobday for your support of this project. You and others have allowed us to produce a range of Baron War miniatures which we wouldn't have been able to do without you. We aim for this to the beginning of a comprehensive range of highly detailed 28mm high medieval figures, as well as a skirmish rule set. That's good, because I could do with some skirmish rules to go with this. So let's start, shall we? Always exciting. So these look like spearmen, peasant spearmen. Let's have a look. Look at those. See that? Lovely moulding, as you'd expect. I mean, that's really nice. To drill out some holes in the hands, but look at that. Oops, can't get him to stay there. So that's the Spearmen. So there's one pack of 4 of those. So next up, let's have a look at one of the Knights. Now, we'll have to look and see what these actually are. Oops, a bit bent. There we go. It's one of the warlords and his horse. Beautiful models. Really nice. That's him. Oh, this is the bishop. Look at that. Once it's a bit weird. I don't understand printing figure manufacture process, but they've done the entire model as a one piece, apart from the top of the cross. Oh, there's a mould gap there. See, it hasn't quite filled, which is frustrating. Oh well, never mind. That won't take much to fill that. So that's those lot. Another warlord. Lovely, lovely moulding. Look at his eyebrows. Holding his helm. Beautiful. I believe there's a dismounted version of him somewhere. We'll find him in due course. Okay, so the just looked it up on the chart. The bishop is Stephen Langton, apparently. The first warrior, this cavalryman here with the sword, that's Robert Fitzwalter, apparently. And then this guy, William Marshall. Oh no, not that one, this one. William Marshall. That's him. He was one of the stretch goals, so that was good. So this campaign was well and truly funded very rapidly. They did a very good job of advertising it. Right, let's see what else we've got in here. Okay, so next up, these are some warrior monks. Whoops, there's one of my English Civil War figures. Warrior monks. Now, I don't know a lot about the period, but I didn't know that warrior monks were involved, but they'll be good combatants, I guess. This guy with a club. Beautiful model. Let me bring it a bit closer. Really nicely done. That's the guy with his... I don't know what it's going to have there, but sword of some sort will go in there, or club or something. Oh, that, again, that's slightly odd, slightly concerning, just noticing. Put them down on my horrible table. These guys have, the weapons they've supplied have hands attached. Yet the figures have their hands attached. Now, it isn't a big deal to cut through and... but it's just slightly annoying, I would have thought. Why did they do them with hands on the weapons? That's a bit stupid. Okay, well, it is what it is, but it just seems a bit odd. I probably got a load of weapons around here somewhere anyway that I could just use, but yeah, I'd rather be able to drill through the holes, or have the holes ready for the hands and then drop the weapons in, but in their wisdom they've done it that way, which is slightly odd. There's a mace, a couple of swords and an axe there. So at least you can get some variety in your monks. So next, another pack of Spearmen. So I think in the everything box there was, what have we got? 2 Spearmen. Yeah, two boxes of Spearmen, or 2 sets of Spearmen, plus then I bought a couple more as well, just because you always need lots of grunts, don't you? I do like him, it's a nice figure. Bit of fleshing, needs tidying up, but not too bad. This guy's in Gabion. Really nice. He's got a bit of mail on him. So this was Spearman 1, I believe. This pack. Slightly more armoured than the others. Yeah, so that one's Spearman 3. That's Spearman 1. Stick them there. Another pack of Spearmen. So this is a repeat of the other one, because as I say, I bought an extra pack of each of the Spearmen, just because you can never have too many Spearmen. These look like some Foot Knights. Oh no, these are not Foot Knights. I know what these are. This is a crew for a trebuchet. There's the commander, telling them when to fire. Now, I don't know when you're going to need a trebuchet, but you know, it'd be good for scenarios in skirmish games. This guy with his mallet. This guy, I think, these two, I think, go on the wheel on the trebuchet, or maybe they carry that. Don't know. We'll work that one out in a bit. This guy's got I love his animation. He's got a stiff back. He's going, oh, my back. I've got to give up on this job. I need to retire. This guy looks like he's really ready to drop. So that's the crew for the trebuchet. Let's see if I can find the trebuchet. Ah, there's the trebuchet. From Syriza Precision Limited, so they do lots of terrain. I think they're MDF, aren't they? So that's the trebuchet. So that's the crew to go with this thing. Oops, let it focus in. That's going to be exciting. So I think more of a focal point for the army than anything else. For a game than anything else. Another selection of Spearmen. So those are the armoured ones again. So that's the same as that one. So that's the same as that one. So that's 3 of the same. Surely I shouldn't have 3 of the same. Oh, they're not identical actually. They're different. Similar poses, similar mouldings, but the actual equipment on them is different. Okay. So that's that lot. What else? Let's have a look at some of the archers, shall we? Now there weren't many archers in this pack, this army. I have to say I don't know a huge amount about the Baron Wars. I'm going to read up on them now, but obviously know about the Magna Carta, because actually I grew up about 5-minute walk from where the Magna Carta was signed at Runnymede. Nice archers, but I don't really know the role that archers played. I mean, obviously in the medieval period they were hugely important, but in the Baron Wars I don't know whether they had a huge role to play. But it's a lovely bowman. So there were 2 packs of bowmen in this. I do wonder whether I should have got some more, but until I got the rule system, bows can be a little bit powerful in skirmish games, so I don't know how I'm going to play them or need them, so I didn't get too many because I didn't want to overpower the armies. There's a couple of them, a couple of packs of those somewhere. Some more Spearmen there. So I think there were 3 packs of Spearmen in the army, in the everything pack, and then I got 1 of each, so I should have 6 Spearmen here somewhere. You can almost see the bottom of the box. Some more archers. Lovely looking modelling, as you'd expect from Footsore figures, to be honest. Well, from anybody associated with Footsore figures. Really nice. I'm going to enjoy painting these up. So that's the 2 lots of archers there. Oops. So next up, one of the knight commands. Oops, that's a big old spear in there, getting right in the way. Obviously for the flags. There we go. Oh no, this isn't one of the knight commands. This is one of the main lords. This is Hubert De Burgh with his standard bearer. Lovely, I love the standard bearer figure. Look at that, completely enclosed helm. Lots of mail at this period. It's an early medieval period, so there isn't the plate mail that you get later on. But these figures would do nicely for a crusade, early crusades period maybe. So that's one of the heroes there. Let's put him there. Heroes? God damn, I've been doing too much fantasy. Ah, these are foot knights. So there were 2 packs of foot knights. Lovely. Bit of flashing to get off, but you'd expect that. Like the detail. Love the poses of the figures. Really nice indeed. There's another box, another bag of knights, foot knights. This guy's got a mace ready to go. Similar pose to the other guy, but different equipment. Another guy with a sword there, so yeah, nicely done. Let's have a look at a few of the mounted knights, shall we? So there were 3 packs of mounted knights, I believe. Scrolling through the Kickstarter. I mean, it hasn't taken long for this to come. It was only... So I think from what I understand, they already had the range of models sort of planned. They just needed the money to do it, because it's quite a limited interest range. Well, that's their fear. That's a good thing about Kickstarter, right? It allows people to bring out things that probably otherwise wouldn't be funded. So, I have to drill out his hand, but there you go. That's a wicked spear. He's got a wicked lance he's got there. But nice looking model. So there's 2. Each pack of mounted knights had 2 figures in them. I have to get the old drill going on these, I think, just to drill out the hands and drill holes to put things through. That's not a problem. Well, it is, because mine's blunt at the moment. But, it's another load of knights, I think. Oops. Guys obviously got their lances upwards. Again, it's a nice period because it isn't just plate armor. So you've got the tunics, what they're called, tabards, aren't they? Which allow you to put a bit of colour into the model. So the only thing that's going to be a bit of a nightmare is the heraldry, because I'm not great at that. So there's a couple of knights, a couple of packs of knights there. Again, I didn't really know how many to go for because I haven't really got any rule set for them yet. Some more warrior monks there. These guys have all got axes and clubs. That's them. This looks like another load of the lightly armed spearmen. That's them there. Some more monks here. Told you I went big. One of everything. So these look fun. The monk's carrying his cross. Don't know whether he's going to club us. Oh, he's got a club as well, so he's obviously not going to club anybody with the cross. This guy with a Bible. It's weird. He's oh, he's a monk and he's put a helmet on with a sword, so he's obviously an old warrior. Guy with a club. Lovely figures. Really nice. I'll keep dropping things on the floor. I think this might be one of the infantry knight commands or foot knights commands. Oh no, I recognise this guy. This is, I showed you this on my one of my earlier paint throughs or run throughs of some of the painted projects. These were, I guess these were sort of trial figures they produced some time ago, and I got them as a freebie. Footsore do this a lot, where you if you purchase a certain amount of figures a month, they've got a freebie figure that comes with them, and for the month that I bought, whatever I bought that qualified for 30, they gave you these 2 figures. So I knew that these were going to be lovely figures. This is William Marshall and his Bannerman dismounted, so there's a mounted version of them and a dismounted version of them, so lovely figures. So I know they're great because I've painted them up already. So this is a Knight Command. Dismounted Knights, obviously. Oops. There we go. Guy for to hold a spear with to hold a standard of some sort, and then the guy will have this axe. There we go. Like him. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There's another unit of mounted knights. Again, crouched, or with their lances down by the look of it. Really good figures. It's going to be fun to paint up. I like the, you know, they've sort of posed them with the sort of real effort going into what they're doing, which is great. Watch myself on these spears, they're a bit vicious. And I think this is the last box. This is another command group of some sort. A bannerman of some sort. And the lord or the officer, an axe. I'm going to enjoy painting these. I'm going to have to stay disciplined and do what I'm doing first. Disciplined and me, that'll make you laugh. So the final bits and bobs, some of the packs that they gave out at the same time, £5 they got on there. I didn't pay that, I don't think, or maybe I did, I don't know. So there's Robert Fitzwalter's standard and his shield covers and surcoats, which is great. These are, that's the Bishop ones, Bishop of Canterbury, and this is Roger de Montebourgon, Now I think I'm going to have to try and get some more of these, because I didn't realise they did the surcoats as well, and that will save me a lot of jobs. I don't know how easy they are to fix. So you get, each pack has a sheet of decals, 2 60mm wire banner staffs, 2 photo etched brass banner blanks, and an illustration guide to obtaining the best results. So that's good, because I'm going to need that. So there you go, that's all that done. So they gave me some bill. So these are bill weapons to use instead of the spears for the footmen. I think that will be useful, because I think I probably will use those. I think bills were much more prevalent than spears. Again, I need to read up on the period before I do anything. So these are all going to go into a box, or stay in their box for a little while longer before I get around to doing them, while I finish off or continue with my ECW project. But I'm really excited. So, but there you go. That was my foray in my latest foray into Kickstarter. We've got one of everything, which was quite a lot of packs, as you see. So we should have in there 8 Foot Knights. Then I went for, then there's 8 Bowmen, for 12 monks, warrior monks, 2, 4, 6 mounted knights. Then there's 3 packs of 4 spearmen, so that's 12, and then I got another one of each, so that's 24 spearmen. And then the foot knight, there's 2 foot knight commands, so that's 2 in each, that's another 2 figures. Then you've got the characters, you've got Hubert De Burgh as a foot command, and his bannerman. You've got Robert Fitzwalter as a mounted knight, Stephen Langton as a mounted bishop, the trebuchet crew, and the trebuchet itself. Then you got William Marshall and his bannerman as well. So that's quite a good selection. And then William Marshall himself as a mounted figure. So I don't know how many figures that is, but it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. It did cost me a fair bit of money, but I really like the figures. They are absolutely brilliant. And as I said, I'm going to really enjoy painting these fellas up. Really enjoy painting them up. But I must be good, I must be strong, I must finish what I'm doing. I must read up on the period first so I know what I'm doing with them. I also need a minor problem rule set, so I need to do some research into what the rule sets are. That would be interesting, but there you go. That's my quick open of Paul Hicks and Andy Hobday's Baron Wars figures. Jolly nice they are too. Very happy to have supported them, very happy to have been one of the backers. There were 520 backers for this project. They raised, well, they had I think they were only aiming for £6,000, and they raised £43,347 to do this project. So good on them. Just shows that Kickstarter, it was a very interesting thing somebody showed, was one of the podcasts, and I forget who it was, apologies, because it may well be one of my listeners, talking about whether or not wargaming would effectively die if it wasn't for Games Workshop and other things. And I don't agree, because although Games Workshop undoubtedly brings a lot of people into the hobby, there isn't that much crossover into historical, which is what I have always done. But also the fact that Kickstarters like this today are bringing out a myriad of new ranges and types of figures, because the cost entry is so low. You know, people like Andy here, who did this range, they have a passion for a particular period. They know what they want to do. They can visualize the figures. They may even have started to sculpt the figures, but then they do a Kickstarter, advertise it, get people to fund it, and at least they know their costs are sorted, and that's going to be a good thing. And that brings a whole new range. The variety and the quality of figures in wargaming now is so phenomenal. You can do so many periods, and a lot of it I think is down to Kickstarter. So I don't think it's the Games Workshop effect at all. I think it's I honestly believe it's things like Kickstarter and people being prepared to put their hands in their pockets and buy into them that are helping the hobby grow. That's my justification for spending a lot of money on this one. Anyway, hope you like this quick look through. Hopefully it will be quick by the time I've edited it, and I look forward to bringing you these figures as I paint them up and as I work out what the hell I'm going to do with them. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having fun, enjoying your games, and I will see you again soon. This is Game with Dom, signing out.